welcome to Today in Africa. I am Omasheye Ashenua, and you're welcome. The time for Africa to tell our story is now. The headlines. Africa's first Nobel laureate for literature vows to tear his U.S. green card ahead of U.S. presidential election. And Egypt moves to float currency as Burundi begins toll collection from cyclists. And now, the news in detail. 8 new private universities have been approved by the Nigerian government. The approval was granted during the Federal Executive Council meeting, the highest policy-making body in Nigeria. Africa's first Nobel laureate for literature, Professor Wole Soyinka, ahead of the U.S. presidential election, says he will tear up his U.S. green card if Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump is elected president next week. Speaking at Oxford University in the UK, Soyinka said it was unlikely that Trump would win the election. If it did, then the first thing he says, quote, "It will do is to say to all green card holders must reapply to come back to the US and go." And now for the rest of Today in Africa. Now we head straight to Egypt. Egypt's central bank says it is set to float its country's currency in a move that is expected to see it fall by almost 50% against the dollar to strengthen confidence in the economy. The price is expected to see the $1 buying 13 Egyptian pounds, up from about 9 Egyptian pounds the central bank was trying to keep it at. The central bank in Egypt, in a statement, said it has moved to liberalize the exchange rate to create an environment for the reliable and sustainable supply of foreign currency. Kenya has expressed shock at the decision of the UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon to sack the Kenyan commander, Lieutenant General Johnson Ondieki, of the UN peacekeeping force in South Sudan. In a statement, Kenya said Ban Ki-moon's decision to sack General Ondieki failed to address the root causes of the problem highlighted in the report. Kenya suggests the UN should have addressed the problems which are the following its peacekeeping mission rather than unfairly blaming them on one individual. Kenya condemned the decision as unfair and said it would withdraw its troops from the UN mission in South Sudan.